We caught you drinking, Linda.
Oh, wow. What can I say?
It's all right. I usually have one with me all the time. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And I am beyond thrilled to have my very special friend, Linda Kennedy, here with me today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we just love you dearly, and we're happy that you're here. And you got your Go team here. You got Christine. You got
Hi,
Janet
Steve.
Borobor. Yeah,
Hey, Janet.
yeah. And we got Willow.
Hey, Willow.
And we got
There's my
Sarah Hibiscus. Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Brenda.
Um, yes. Who else is here? Brenda T is here. Yes.
Nancy.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Kim B and
Oh,
Nancy.
Cindy.
Yep. And we
Cindy's
have,
here.
yeah. Thank you all for being here today and supporting us and supporting my friend Linda, who, all right. So this is what it's going to be, Butterfly Readings with Linda. Is that
Yes.
the name? Okay. So you
That,
changed it from Linda Kennedy to Butterfly Readings with Linda.
yes.
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay. All right. No problem. So she didn't open a new channel.
No.
She just converted her channel. See, I have my own because I had it for so long, but it's all good. So yes. Oh, thanks so much. And yeah, Butterfly Readings with Linda. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Hello to Brenda Hausman, and Michelle is here as well. Michelle Krantz and Judy in the Skies is
Oh,
here.
yay. And there.
Yeah, and Anna Greenidge is here. A lot of these lovely ladies learned the tarot with you on Deborah Zakoff's channel. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Yeah.
learned the tarot because I saw Deborah on your show. And you were an oracle reader and weren't really comfortable with the tarot, and Deborah was showing you,
Oh, she's amazing.
and I was like, oh, I think I might be able to do that. I
Yes.
still think I might.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was what made me look into Deborah's
Okay.
the book and sign
Uh-huh.
up for class. So yeah.
Her tarot is very accessible, I feel.
Mhm.
And even though I still don't use the tarot that much,
Right.
if I did, I'd use hers. And
Yes.
it's oops, it's back. It's Clarity Tarot.
Yes.
Clarity Tarot, by the way. And everybody knows Deb Zacko, hopefully, on
Yeah.
here. Yeah, she's amazing. Her readings are just
Oh,
like, yeah, they're amazing. Hi, Paul. It's good to see you. Yes. How are you liking South Carolina, Paul? You know he moved there, didn't you?
I know. From
I
up
know.
in my neck of the woods. He was up northeast of me, and now he's like way south.
Way in the South. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Anyway, so Linda and I are in the Short Haired Women's Club.
Yes.
And we just had this discussion backstage. I had no idea that her husband has long hair.
Mhm.
Mine did for years. And he and I would go out to a restaurant, and people thought that we were both women. And that happened to Linda too.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we
Sunday.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, we have so much in common that it's unbelievable. Oh, yeah,
Yeah. I call my
absolutely.
fairy godmother.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
much younger than I am, but you.
Only 3 years.
Oh, you know how old I am.
You can't pull that card on me. I went to high school with people your age. Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to 3 high schools.
Oh dear. Well, was your dad also in the service in
He was
Navy?
till after I was born, but I'm a child of divorce and
Oh,
multiple
divorce.
marriages. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So
sorry to hear that. Well, my son went through 4 high schools,
okay.
and it one every year. And I'm not military. It's just that I ended up moving all those different
Yeah.
times, or something came up.
Sure.
And it really made him a much broader, more universal type of guy,
Hmm.
because at the time I don't think he liked it, but now he pretty much can be anywhere and feel at home. So it's helpful.
I'm
Yeah.
working on that.
You're working on it. So yes, it's wonderful. Is that what Linda Kay looks like? Yes, Paul. That's what
This
Linda
is
Kay
it.
looks
Look
like.
like me.
Yeah. And Linda Kay has a very good sense of humor, which I love,
She's a little,
as does Christine Fryer, as
oh,
does Jen Bowles. Oh my God, she does too. Yeah,
does she?
yeah, she does. It's funny because when Jen Bowles is in the chat, people will say hi, Jen Bowles, but they'll spell it bowels.
That's
So
not.
yeah, that's not too good. Yeah, but she doesn't say anything. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
A good
And
person.
yeah. So I thought today, I'm late to the party because Linda has already been on with Deb and Sarah and Judy and who else is on that with you?
Kaylee,
Kaylee was
Holy Spirit. Hmm.
from the Holy Spirit. That's right.
Hmm.
That's right. Sometimes on our member show, or Deb's member show, and I think you've also been on otherwise
I've been on Willow's channel
on Willows. Yes.
quite a
Uh-huh.
few times. She makes me.
Uh-huh. She makes you come on the show. Yeah,
These,
nothing wrong with
these
that.
girls don't know that I was so shy, and I was kind of like, after COVID, I felt like I was living in darkness. And
Oh,
I, just to tell you a little bit about, I went to look at my horoscope in January of 2024.
uh-huh.
And the next thing I know, I started getting all these psychic messages online as to people who were readers. And I
Uh-huh.
just started following. I followed Marianne and Linda G and
Yeah. Yeah.
and you introduced me to Terry, and I do her meditations.
Meditation and days. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's kind of how I started. And then every time you would do a show and you'd say, and anybody who ever wants to come on my show, just let me know. And then I would feel like you were looking at me. And I'm like, oh my God. And then Willow, I connected with her during her travels, and
Mhm.
she introduced me to Christine, and you put the three of us together and it's like comedy show.
Oh
So
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I
I
just,
totally get it.
and I'm like, no, I can't do that. And she's like, well, just do in the back room and help me do this or that. And
Yeah.
so I did. And the next thing, Deborah throws us out of the nest, and here,
Yes.
Sarah and we're like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You
but
know,
it's been
Val
interesting.
Klingenbeck,
Fun.
Val Klingenbeck was just like you. She was in total introvert. Now you wouldn't know that to look at her. I don't
No,
think. Yeah.
no, at all.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, I love that. She said they pull the funny. Willow says they pull the funny out of you. I think it's great, Willow. You need that more than anybody I've ever known. So it's
Absolutely.
wonderful. It's
Absolutely.
wonderful that you have that. And I have a very dear friend who is a colleague of mine, and she's 30 years younger than I am. And we went one time to get our nails done because that's the thing we do. And so I got there early and I said, I'm waiting for my friend, Megan, who's coming. And she went, your friend? Megan, your friend? And I said, yes. And she said, you mean young Megan? And I said, yes. And a lot of people don't think you can be friends with people intergenerationally, and that's just not the key. No.
Well, Christine and I call Willow our child. She's our kid. Well, we just mother her. She's such a good sport about it. I mean,
That's good.
that child can run circles around Christine and I, but we like.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter when you are with when you're friends with somebody. You're friends with somebody. You don't have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what age you are. Yeah, it doesn't. It
Right.
just doesn't. So yeah, yeah. Your lovely mothers. That's right.
Is that Dr. Ann? Hi, Doctor. How are you?
Yes, Dr. Ann. It's more
And
common in New Zealand, totally
Jack.
normal to have generations of friends. I love that. That is so cool. Amanda says one of my best friends is my mom's age. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. I can see that, or it might be a man. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a man or, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really cool. Yeah. That's awesome. So after COVID, you just wanted to step out.
I just felt like I went through a dark time.
Yeah, yeah, we all did. Yeah.
And when I found this community, it's like the light came on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was like, well, I think I'll just try and learn things. And I always felt more spiritual than religious.
Right. Right.
Dad was Catholic. My mom was Methodist. So depending on who I lived with is what, church
Sure.
we go to on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Uh-huh.
But, and I just felt like this is something that I can choose to do for me.
Right.
And so my husband would be like, I'd be sitting out on the back porch and I'd be, out there. And he's like, are you talking to dead people again? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, that's good. At least I wasn't lonely.
Yeah. Well, no judgment, really. Just kind of, no.
I said to him, do you think I'm like crazy? He goes, no. I hear you giggling. You're having a good time. That's what's important. You found something that you really enjoy. And he has, his hobby is collecting hobbies. So he has lots. So it's been really a wonderful, and the people that I've met. And it just, and then it's all your fault that I met Sun Psychic Jean. I mean, when she was there that day, she's on Allie's show, and she's like, so what do you got this weekend? Oh, I've got a metaphysical, show. And she goes, where? And she goes, in Maryland. And I'm like, where in Maryland? I'm typing.
I know. It was perfect. Yes. Yes.
Like, I will see you this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I went over. It was like maybe 20 minutes from where I live. And so I looked around for the sign and looking for her. And so when she didn't have anybody there, I walked up and introduced myself. And I said, I need a hug. And so I just gave her a great big hug.
That's so great.
My daughter would always say, if they're not real friends unless you know them. And I'm like, well, I have a real friend. And I said to Jean, I said, I need a picture of us because I want to send it to Allie. And then I said, daughter, I said, see, I have a friend. Real friend.
You really do. It's interesting that you say that, because in 2007, I remember going to Trader Joe's where I lived, and there was a Buddhist magazine there that I picked it up because I don't buy that. You have it. I can't speak. Sorry.
Right.
I don't have it sent to me, but I wanted to see it. So I bought it, and I was reading through it, and I turned the page, and there's this ad for a community named Zads, which means seeds in Danish, I think. And it was online. Now, remember, this is 2007. It wasn't, things weren't really, even Zuckerberg's Facebook only had started a couple of years prior.
Okay.
And so I went on and I joined it, and I got him to join it. And oh my God, Linda, we met tons and tons of people. We would meet up in houses on the Oregon coast. We did one time. Another time I went to Maine camping with them. And I basically met everybody, not everybody, but maybe 70% of the people there. And they are still my friends, but the site has been down. But they have been still my friends since that time. And that's what convinced me that real friends are friends of the heart. And I know that I'm your friend and you're my friend. That's, and and the people in the chat know it too. And they know that they're also, because we spend a lot of time with each other, just in a different spot. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I went to another place that she told me she was going to be at another place in Annapolis. And my husband drove me over, and I got to meet Akila B.
Oh, that's great.
So two friends.
Yes.
Two real.
And she's a phenomenal reader as well.
She is. They're both lovely. They're just top of the line. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so I am going to host a East Coast ladies retreat this summer. My husband has a trip planned with his buddies off for one of their hobbies. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to open it up to any of the girls who would want to come and hang out for like 3 or 4 days. And so I'm working on a invitation and a
Uh-huh.
list of things. And so if anybody is East Coast near the Frederick, Maryland area,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yep.
my email, I believe, is on my,
Your website for
I
the
believe
show.
so.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but if
Okay.
not, they can let you know and you can
Yeah.
let so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we thought that Willow and Christine and we thought that would be something really cool to do, to be able to like meet people in person and get like
Right.
real, you
Yes.
know,
Real
uh,
hugs. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. It really made a huge difference for us. When we did this, we decided a lot of people brought what do you call it? Magazines with them. And we made the biggest collage. Everybody that was at the group thing, we made a huge collage of that weekend. Somebody kept it. I don't know where it is, but we
Sure.
took a big picture of it, and it was one of the things that we decided to do just together to bring our communal love and spiritual
Mm-hmm.
feelings, and that is fabulous. And I'm sure that if there are some folks that aren't in the East Coast but may want to drive, that you would probably think that was okay as well.
I would think that's okay. Now I tell you, I have beds and couches for 8. I'm
No,
one.
floors are fine. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I have plenty of space for air mattresses. I have a big
Mhm.
yard and I have a heated pool and a hot tub and a fire pit. And we have a karaoke machine. Willow has karaoke down for one of the nights that we're gonna.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time.
I should tell Diana. She's the one that sings all the time,
Oh, I oh, I
Yeah.
love when she gets singing. It's so much fun.
She lived in Virginia for the
I know
longest period
she
of
did.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I
did.
hear her
Yeah.
say that all the time. And then,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
does Val live in Virginia?
No,
Uh,
oh yes, Val Bradshaw
or
does. She lives in Virginia Beach,
Yeah,
near there.
and
Yeah.
that's about 3.5 hours for me. And then what
Mhm.
about the Bookers? Do they?
They live in Williamsburg. Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
not far. Yeah. And when you're talking New England, really, it isn't that far from New York or Boston. It really isn't.
right, right.
You might have to drive for 5 or 6 hours, but it's no
But
big
for
deal.
hugs, it's worth it.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
drive 5 or 6 miles for hugs.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Me too. I'd,
I'm
I'd
a
drive
hugger.
5 or 6 days for hugs. That would be fine with me.
Uh, you're
That's
you're
what I
still
did.
you're still on my bucket list.
When I
My
went to Sedona, that's what we did. I mean, it was just the best. It was
oh,
just incredible.
yeah,
And I would have just been happy just being there with all those people. We didn't even have to really do anything,
right,
but
right.
that was the best part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing
Oh,
people.
good. Your Flower Beauty's going to make a first trip to America. Well, I'm a little
Oh
concerned
wow.
about you, I have to say, because right now things are kind of iffy, but um, let's see how it goes. And Ellen, hi, Ellen, and hello to Swampy and Mary Starshine. It's wonderful to see all of
Oh
you.
gosh.
Wiki's here. Oh, you saw Musk suck signs at Ocean Shore. I saw your post, Wiki. She was down by the ocean this weekend with Nico, and he was running in the water, and he looked so cute.
Yes,
Um,
Christine and I will definitely fight over you
it is possible,
because
definitely is
we just
possible.
love her so much.
I know, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Wow, yeah, I know. Traveling right now is strange, but at the same time, you know,
well, my husband's
we're
going
working.
to. I told him. I said, I hope you get back in.
Well, tell him to take a burner phone.
Well, he
Tell him.
only has a flip phone.
Well, yeah, but does he have any so he doesn't have social media on there? None. Okay.
No.
So this is when it's a good idea to have a flip phone, I guess.
Sure.
Don't have to do anything. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely true. So Linda, you started taking the classes. You
Mhm.
do you enjoy doing the tarot, or would you rather do the oracle cards?
I love the Oracle.
Me too.
I do like
Yeah.
the tarot, and there's times when you need it. But let me tell you, my very first tarot story was I bought the Smith.
Oh, Rider-Waite Smith.
I
Yeah.
would say
Yeah.
Smith and Wesson, but I know that's not it.
You were armed.
And it comes with this sheet that you lay out. And I laid it out and I shuffled the cards and I laid it out and I got to card number 6 and it said death. And I said, I put them all back together
Hi.
and said, I need a plan because if I'm dying, I want to know what's happening.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was my very first. But like I
Okay.
said, after I
A lot
saw
of people get
you,
scared by that one, or the
sure.
one with the swords in your back. Yeah.
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 Definitely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that but then when I got Deborah's set, it really helped. And then I have another set of Johnny Tarot's Apprentice.
Yes. Oh, he has
He
his own.
he has a beautiful set of cards that I
Okay.
purchased. I actually I gave the link to Michael and said I want these for Christmas.
Mhm.
And he said he got them in like October and he goes, "You want these now?" I'm like, "Is it Christmas?" No, I want them for Christmas. So
No surprises.
right. So but I do like them, and I have about 10 sets of cards. And I know it's nothing like what you girls have.
No, Gerald will say you do purchase responsibly, you
Oh,
know.
well, I want to make sure that I'm going to be using them and how I'm using them and if I'm using them correctly. That's
Right.
the main thing.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I never did it, Linda. I always felt like I wouldn't read it right or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to give somebody bad information.
Right.
That kind of scares me more.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so in the midst of that year that I was just following a lot of people, but I didn't even know I was following them because I didn't do anything. I just saw somebody was on and click on it.
Sure.
Then I learned how to give a thumbs up. And I thought, well, that's important. The thumbs up, because everybody says, yeah, got to give a thumbs up. Okay.
Right.
Then I got the message that subscribing, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit subscribe. So then I was getting the people that I really was enjoying. And I have a whole lot of subscribers that I'm subscribed to.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But what happened was I was doing a lot of lurking. And I kept thinking, I wonder if they can see me when I'm lurking. And it was okay but then I started commenting.
Yeah.
And I would comment on yours and Terry's. I've never on Linda G unless I saw somebody that I knew and said hi to them. I don't comment on Mary Ann's. I'm just really careful about who I would comment to.
Yeah.
And I water walk for 6 months of the year. When it's nice weather, I'd go out in my pool and I water walk, and I would have my phone and I would be walking around in circles. It's like I used to read books. The first year of COVID, I read over 500 books.
I listened to them when I was walking, actually.
And see, I was reading because I needed the focus.
Yeah.
Because anytime I'm listening, it's like more likely to doze off.
I get it. If I wasn't walking, I would be sleeping. So yeah.
And that when I do Terry's meditation, I love seeing all the chat and seeing what's going on in people's lives. And I feel like, oh, these are all my friends and I just love them. And I'm praying for them, wishing good things for them. And so, but when she gets to the meditation, she takes 3 deep breaths. And then I'm like,
good night.
And I wake up an hour later and Michael said, so how was meditation? Like, it was really good, honey. So I save it for a night before I go to bed. And
there you go.
It works. But
that's awesome. I wish it wasn't so early, or I can't get up like at 5 or 6 in the morning. I just can't. It's too early for me.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I'm a night owl more so I like to sleep till 10, 11, but I do try and get up by 9 so that I can get the meditation in, because
you can watch it.
Not a very good meditator otherwise.
Yeah. It's very different for all of us the way we meditate. So it's
Sure.
not something set
Mhm.
in stone. So here's Carolyn Booker and
Hey,
Peter. Nice
Carolyn,
to see
Peter.
you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want to go to Hawaii, Flower Beauty? Well, you
Oh,
must. You must. Hey, look who's here, Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
my Deborah.
Yeah, no, Deborah. Yeah, we were talking about your tarot class and other things like that. It's wonderful to have you stop by. So, we are going to take a few readings today for you. I have cards out that are mostly nature cards, like fairies, angels, and messages from, oh, I can't remember what it is. Where's that? How come I lose a box? Oh, the Fairy Fae. I got the Fairy Fae cards as
Oh,
well.
cool.
So, and I don't know if you have butterfly cards or if that is just your
Well, I have
moniker.
butterfly cards, but I'm not using them
Okay.
but I do have spiritual symbol oracle cards.
Ooh,
Fun.
okay. Yes, I
And I have
like them.
Soul Symphony. I wish my
Yeah,
iPad worked.
Soul
But
Symphony.
when I
Mhm.
when I took this little piece off, look what the first card is.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You mean just today, or do you
Right now,
mean
I just
okay,
opened the bag and this was on
yep,
top.
on the top?
And it
Oh,
said, perhaps the butterfly is proof that you can go through a great deal of darkness and still become something beautiful.
and
Wow,
that's what you just explained.
I did. Well, and
Yes.
because I had been very ill too at one point.
Correct. Correct.
I doing much better health wise. I took myself off my lupus medicine. I do see the doctor next in 2 weeks, and she'll
Uh-huh.
probably yell, but I feel great.
Good.
And I'm going to tell her that. And her PA told me that I had to be on it for life. I'm like, for life, really? I mean, I feel better than I did the whole time I was on it.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times I don't want to say we outgrow it because that doesn't seem right, but spiritually we may outgrow it. But again, it's up to us. It's our free will. It's not, we're
Yes.
not telling anybody else that they should do that because that's what we have to say. But I am so excited. So yes, those of you who weren't here earlier when we were chatting, Linda has opened her own channel, Butterfly Readings with Linda, and it's she hasn't got much up there yet, but she's cooking with gas. So I'm pretty sure that things are going to start
Tell them
moving.
my secrets.
Not that kind of gas, Linda.
Oh, you know.
Oh, and here she is. Jen Bowles is here. Yay, Jen.
Jen.
Yes. She
Beautiful
did get
Jen.
out of the hospital. She's out of the hospital. She's on antibiotics. And so we're sending, thank you everybody for sending Jen Bowles lots of love. And look who else showed up. Akila B came in.
Hey, Akila. I was just talking
Yeah.
about you saying that you're my real friend.
That's right, because you met in person. And Deborah Salazar said, I was just talking to my doctor about getting off medicine for chronic pain. Wow.
See?
Wow. That's fabulous. And yeah, you know, what if we didn't have it? Of course, the herbal stuff that people take, you know, and that's their business if they want to do it that way. But that was what we used to have before we had all these medicines.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yep, definitely. And wow. And Marby, it's lovely to see you too. Yes,
Hey,
you are. Well, you met in person. That's right, Akila B. You did. Yeah. We just were talking about her meeting Jean and then meeting you. So
was
that's
very
fabulous. Yeah,
yes.
fabulous. Anyway, all right. So we're going to take a few card readings for us this morning. And so are you planning on I'm sure you're not going to be doing live shows right away, but are you planning on doing some taping shows on your channel, do you think?
Well, I'd love to do live shows more so than taping shows
Good.
because I like the interaction with people, but
Right.
I don't know how yet.
Yeah, I understand.
So I have the
Yeah.
YouTube channel, and Willow says to me, well, you haven't finished setting up YouTube. You have to do the back of it. I'm like, what? There's more? And
Yeah,
then like
back
this
to it.
show, I
Yeah.
come in the back door of her studio on the Bird StreamYard.
Right.
And then she brings me in, and then she gets rid of me when she doesn't want me anymore. So
Well, there is that ability on StreamYard to add somebody in to help you. So they
Right.
can even help you if you're both on. So,
Right.
you know,
Well,
and you can
we
let them
have
go and add them on and do whatever you want. That's what Terry and I do on the Dream Show.
okay.
She can, that's why sometimes it shows up. We say, hello, Linda. Hello, Linda. It's
Yeah.
like both Terry and I are just spontaneously.
In sync.
Yes.
Oh,
But yeah, that's really good news though. I love that. And I want to say also hello to somebody else that just came in. Let's see.
there's Wiki,
Yeah, Wiki's here too.
and Maria has perfect health.
Maria, that's who it was. I saw Maria come
And
in.
Patrick,
Yeah. And Jackie Jacaranda's here.
gotta
Yeah.
love. She's
Uh-huh. Yeah. So many people. Dr. Ann, we love you. Take care of yourself, dear one. Yep. Thanks for coming by. So, all right. So we got about 6 people, which is good. So let's see what we could now why I had Edward Kenneth clicked and it didn't stay clicked because that's what my stupid thing does sometimes. So what I'm going to do is put this up. There you go. Because I know I saw you. You were the first one, Edward. So just a regular reading for Edward. So let's just give him a couple of messages here today.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss Butterfly. Yeah.
Edward, I get terms working out, negotiating with you, begging. Begging?
Oh, really? Working out.
What are you working out?
Okay.
And then I have dreams, visiting you, spirit world, receiving downloads and confirmations.
Oh, and you know what? He's always there. You know, he's there on the Dream Show sometimes.
I've
Yeah.
seen Edward, yes.
Yeah.
He's back into his spirituality. That's wonderful, Edward. Bless
It
you.
really is. It really is. It's like everybody that finds the channels they need, the people they need, the community they need. And it was me. I mean, I've not worked with metaphysics since I was in high school, but then I had times I didn't and times I did, but I always believed in all of this.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just depends on, but you're absolutely right about the pandemic changed a lot for me. That's when I started my channel.
Yeah.
It was during 2020. So
Right.
yeah. All right. So Edward, I have a really cool thing. I have Pan coming through for you, who is the green man also. And it says to embrace your wildness. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Pan wants to work with you, or you might be working with Pan. Mark, a spirit whisperer, channels Pan. And he who is also called the Green Man. And he's also that there's another name for him. And he looks almost like he's a deer, like a with antlers, and I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, Pan's there. And I get moderation as the next one. And it says, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Oh, Edward, your secret's out. All right. Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a bit of what you fancy is fine. And I'm going to take that and run with it because I can't eat chocolate, but I'm going to have some once in a while. And finally, the fruits of your labor will come to fruition. Your achievement and your success is assured. So what you're doing and how you're doing it is exactly where you should be. That's fabulous. That's fabulous.
Awesome.
Yeah. You love the fairies' opinions, Deborah? Yeah. I know. I love them too. They can be very bold, can't they? Hi, Lauren Hunsinger. It's good to see you here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So thank you, Edward. I hope that works out for you. All right. So let's see who we have next. We have Miss Ellen. A reading for Miss Ellen. All right.
Ellen. I have a crown for you. My crown is my heart, not on my head.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I love that. Wow.
And
Yeah, I suppose that would work, wouldn't it, Linda?
that's right. None of us knows what might happen even the next minute. Yet still we go forward because we trust, because we have faith.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't. Minute to minute. We surely don't. Oh my. How perfect that is. Wow. All right. So what do the Fays have to say to you? And they're all excited. The Fays are very excited. And I'm sure the butterflies will be too, because it's spring and it's warming up and it's gorgeous. You know,
I
it's
saw
coming.
a white butterfly yesterday and I was like, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. You got the Northwood Fae who says take time for hibernation and healing, because even though it is spring and even though we do want to be outside, we also want to take care of ourselves. Self-care being that vitally important thing that we need. It says for you to have healthy patterns and early growth as well. And let's see, I have one more here for you. And it says, transformation is coming for you, Ellen. And it says, the fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation because the best is yet to come. And I do have faith that that is true, even in these seemingly dark times. So beautiful.
Count on it.
Yep. All right, we have Miss Willow would like a reading. Yeah. All right.
Twin flames. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of soul. Twin flame.
It could be you.
And then it says searching.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of you, profile creeping, blocked contact, and profile searching. And look, she's got a Google app.
Well, we know what that's a saying that we have in our current world was Google it, right?
That's right. That is so true.
Everybody's got the world at their fingertips. Yeah. All right, sweetheart. I got the hearth, which I love, which is safety, comfort, and spiritual connection. And that's exactly what you have here. And that's exactly what you bring to your channel and your essence. And is something nice about sitting around a fire. It doesn't matter if it's the fall, the winter, or even early spring. So the next thing you get is the Mandrake spirit. Keep yourself rooted in the earth, and spring is coming, dream deep. Oh my God. That's like Linda pulling the butterfly, and this is rooted. Yeah. Can't make it up, right? Can't make it up. No. So, my dear, you are healing. And from the first moment I ever met you and we talked, Willow, you have come out like a huge, beautiful, big flower. And I know how much you love the trees and the outside. It says, now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And you do know it. And look, she's out in the woods.
That's where she is.
That's where you live. And that's where you find comfort.
She's playing out. She's at the river. She's at the ocean. She's always doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I don't know. Do we have to do an X-rated one for you?
Let's
I hope Mr. Fryer is not listening.
I text her and I say, "Are you making out with Mr. Fryer?" She bust up laughing again. She's like, "What?"
Oh my God! I'll never.
Your crazy friends, is it?
I'll never forget the night we were doing Story in the Cards, and Jen Bowles' grandson comes in and says, "Nana, are you with your friends?" and then Christine Fryer's husband had to come in because she was laughing so much. He wanted to know what she was laughing at. Oh, Oh, that's great. That's great. That's a beautiful thing to
Mhm.
be able to laugh, honestly. Yeah.
Well, Christine, for you, I have a spiral.
Ooh.
The whole universe is based on rhythms. Everything happens in circles, in spirals.
Oh, beautiful. That's so true too.
It
Yeah.
really is. And then
Yeah.
I have a circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Oh,
circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we
yeah.
find our place on the path unwinding.
Oh, that's a song on a path unwinding. Hmm.
So that's what I have for you, Christine.
Wow. 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 Okay, Annie, I got you at the end. Okay. Thank you. The next one I get for you, Christine, is the wild god. Go to the woods, to moss, to mud, and to magic. Wow, I love that. So they want you to go and sit them. I got lots of moss out here, Christine. You can come out here and you'll see it everywhere. The mud, well, I don't know. Are you gonna maybe you could mud wrestle with Mr. Fryer? Um, and magic. You're always there for the magic. All
Mhm.
right. So the next one I get is snow. They want you to rest and contemplate, and before the next snow, which is a ways to go. I hope not in your neighborhood.
I hope.
Um, Finally, I get believe in magic, which I think you do. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around it in nature. Oh my God, that's exactly the same message as this card was about being out in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights said, "You're a part of nature, so you are magical too." Beautiful. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Thank you so much. All right. We got Flower Beauty. Next, after that, just so you guys know, I have Carolyn, Maria, Jacqueline, and Annie. If I missed anybody, let me know. Yeah. Oh, yes. Sarah's here from Hibiscus Healings. And yes, sign up for Sarah as well.
Oh, yes.
And Lottie, actually, Hugs from Spirit. She has a channel where she plays the piano, and it's beautiful.
I have
So,
seen. Yes.
yes, yes. And
Yes.
so you
And
like the theme
Beauty
of
in
the.
Disguise is there. She's
Uh-huh. Yes.
got a channel.
Yep. Yep.
Her and
That's
I
right.
did a live. It was
That's
fun.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
We're practicing.
Uh-huh. You're practicing. That's perfect. Hi, Scott A. It's good to see you.
Hey, Scott.
All right, Kim B. I thought I had you, but okay. All right, Marby.
All right. So Flower Beauty, I have self-love for you. Acceptance, self-treatment, intentions, and self-awareness.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah.
And I also have union, reconciliation, coming back, second chance, or rebuilding.
Maybe. I love that.
Never
Yes.
know.
Never know. That's
Never
right.
know.
Yeah. Well, she is a fashion designer, and I think she'd like to see some movement in that career direction. So, how about that? Hi, Wildflower Wind. Nice to see you. Hi, Sandra. Okay, I'll tack you on here. Thank you. Yeah, Michigan got some snow. That's very true.
Mm.
All right. So what you have, Flower Beauty, is the Sentinel. New opportunities shall manifest in unexpected ways. There you go. That sounds wonderful. A sentinel is overlooking you. It's overlooking the area and is watching out for you. So there's that one. The next one I get is salt. Make sure you protect yourself and you banish any negativity, because a lot of people put salt around their houses just to banish anything bad from coming in. So there you go with that. And they want you to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Beautiful. There you go. Thank you so much.
Paul, that's my favorite dessert.
Oh, what is he having?
Aunt Betsy's making apple dumplings.
I bet that's why Paul moved there, because Aunt Betsy's there and she makes the food. I'm teasing, Paul. Why not? Yeah, could be. Hey, a man's heart is in his stomach, they say, right?
That's right.
All right. So we got Kim B. All right. Kim B. Good to see you. It's great to have everybody here today with Linda and myself.
Fun.
Yeah. And never say never is what I say. Because Linda was not, she didn't come here to YouTube to have a channel. That was not her initial.
I kept saying, I'm not gonna have a channel. I'm not gonna have a channel. And then I said, well, I wouldn't mind like helping people and I could be the sidekick. And then after I did a couple shows with Willow and with Deborah, my team, Sarah, and Jean, they're all like, you have to do this. And here I am on with my fairy godmother, Alice Martin.
You're a fairy godmother too, sweetheart.
Oh,
you're a wonderful lady.
Yeah. Kim B, I have unsatisfied with you. Bare minimum, reciprocation, and losing interest. Is there something that you're losing interest with that you need to make a change? Something that is not working out so well? And then I have, I have a third party. Love triangle, relationship, the other woman, and secret hookup. Oh, like
that you, Kim? You don't have to tell. Yeah. I remember when I was in college, this man, and I, not a man, but a student and I, we got together and we were sort of dating. We went to a party. And when I was at the party, one of the guys came over to him and said, "Hey, Alan, where's your wife?"
Oops.
I didn't know he was married. That can happen, Yeah. Yep. Anyway. Yep. Sandra, we're just doing sort of general readings with the cards we have today. So, yeah. Here, Kim, I get she of the mossy bray. Not all things are as they seem. Trust in your intuition. That seems to sort of go along with this. Now, this may have nothing to do with anything, but there may be something that is just from these two cards that is either deceptive or needs to have a closer look at, perhaps. Yeah. The next one I get is a hedge. It says potentials, boundaries, and indecision. If you're feeling that way, let it rest. Look at this. It's got the scales. And I'm thinking if you look at it real close, it's got the scales down there at the end. I'm thinking that some things will come to light in Libra season because they're the sign of the scales. Finally, I get music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Music to me always speaks. I always hear a lot of answers in song lyrics. So it's possible. You'll stay alert. Good. That's all we want you to do. What do you got?
This wasn't the next part up.
Oh, honey, I didn't mean to butt in. Okay.
No. I just turned it over and it said that after you said Aries.
Oh, I said Libra, right?
I mean Libra, the scale.
Oh, you mean you just pulled that out after I said that?
It was on the bottom. I just turned my hand and this was what I saw after you said that.
Wow.
And look, there's butterflies.
Wowee. That's amazing. Yes, very amazing. Wow.
Crazy.
Hello, Kelly Healer. It's good to see you, honey. Yeah. It happened to you too, Lottie? Oh, dear. I don't wish that upon anybody.
No.
But, yeah. I just want to put this up because Carolyn had said she refuses to take medication for her Schrodgens. I think that's how you say. She depends on the universe to take care of herself when we were talking about that. So a lot of people doing it, Linda.
And I do. I feel so much better.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Once my hot tub got fixed, I feel better because I just need to sit in there and just veg out, you know. Yeah. Helps me a lot. I know yours probably helps you as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until I fell out of it twice and clunked my head and have bumps on my head, it scares me a little bit.
Well, you've got to be very careful as well. If you go out there by yourself, you must tell your husband, I'm going
Well,
out to the hot
behind
tub.
me, and I fell on him, and he went down.
Oh no.
And
Look
then
at
I couldn't get up, and I called my grandson. He's like 6'2", 300 pounds. And I said, Jude, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm on my way to meet my friend. Mima, are you laying on your deck? I said, yes. I'm on my way. I said, no, go on your date. He goes, Mima, I'm on my way. I'm like,
good,
okay.
good. Oh, thank God you have him. That's fabulous. Yeah. That's scary. Very scary. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, I get it.
I'm tired of falling.
Yeah, yeah. I had hurt my. It's interesting that I caught my baby toe again, you know, and I broke it this time. So I had to wrap it up in like two Band-Aids because I didn't have that white tape stuff,
Oh.
and I put ice on it, and it just once I typed it together, no problem. Pain went away. Everything,
Yeah.
but Kelly just did it last night. She dropped something on her baby toe.
Oh.
So I don't know, everybody. Be careful. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Just a warning.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to read for Maria?
Yeah.
All right.
Maria, I got the peacock. A peacock has too little in its head and so much in its tail. But then the next card I got is feather.
Oh.
I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. The feathers are just too bright.
Wow. Now that's interesting. That's a very connected reading.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you know only the male peacocks have the more beautiful feathers?
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. They also have the thickest hair and, you know, the loveliest waves.
Hair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. There's something about that, Maria. Something about those two cards. Yeah. Maybe you'll see some feather drops, you know, and you'll know that
feathers are definitely a sign.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely is. You're right. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Deborah, we'll get to you. All right, sweetheart. Thank you. And thank you, Carolyn Booker. Oh my goodness. We love you.
Love Carolyn Booker.
The spirit familiar is what you got. Seek loving connections and cherish friendships. And that can be with little animals or people. I like that. Yeah. I know, Anita. It took me a long time to get a hot tub. Yeah. I just said, I'm going to get one because I have fibro. So you got the potion, Maria. Invigoration and empowerment. I feel like you have the potion or the ability to take what it is that you need to be able to feel the best way for you. And that in part of that is your wonderful affirmation that is your name of Maria having perfect health. That's a daily affirmation that because you post that, you know, that's what you post. And I love that. The last one I get is stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuitions will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So if you don't know, go out and look at the stars. You'll be surprised by what you might see. Yeah.
Pretty.
Wow, that's so nice. I'll stay alert to the message. All right, sweetheart. That's all you can do. Jacqueline, she's feeling blue today. Okay. Let's see if we can uplift you a little bit. How about that? Yeah. Oh, maybe this will help. Oh, this is funny.
So Jacqueline, for you, I have 3. A man has made at least a start on discovering the meaning of human life when he plants a shade tree under which he knows full well he will never sit.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely. You have to think ahead, right?
And the
Yeah.
sun, this I have the sun for you. Far away there in the sunshine are my highest aspirations. I may not reach them all, but I can look up and see their beauty. Believe in them and try to follow where they lead.
Beautiful. That's some sun for you because you're feeling blue.
That
Yeah.
will help
That will
brighten.
uplift you. Yeah.
Oh, can I give her one more because she's
You
feeling
can do whatever you want.
it, it's a gift.
Oh,
Everyone has a gift for something, even if it's not the gift of being a good friend. You are not only a good friend, but you are a beautiful support to so many people, always checking in, saying hello, making sure everybody's okay. You are the gift.
yeah. So we're just going to say right now, we want you to take in a deep breath and blow it out and know that you are surrounded by Archangel Raphael and all of the guardian angels, and they will be with you, standing with you. It's going to be so busy in that MRI room that if they could see how many angels and guides were with you, they would go, wait a minute, we don't have enough room for all these
It
people.
fit
Right?
300,000 trillion.
Yeah, yeah. So please know we're sending you lots of love and encouragement, and that we will all be there for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got the old one, and the old one is the ancestors calling. Seek their wisdom. So I think this is perfect. Your ancestors are all saying, we got your back. We got your back. We're with you. You are never alone. So they told you were crazy last time, and I don't need it. You cannot walk regularly. My husband has been sick for almost a year and a half, and he's going to have a heart cath on Wednesday. They don't think he needs it, but he can't do anything. He can't breathe. So don't let them call you crazy. You know yourself best. Yeah. The next one is go skinny dipping, girl.
Yeah. At my house, we go Chunky Duncan.
Chunky Duncan. There you go. I love it. I mean, it's saying pretty much don't judge it. It's part of your self-care that you feel is needing, and you can tell them they could keep their damn opinions to their self. That's what you can tell them because they don't know everything.
No.
The last thing I get is wisdom. Have you ever been told that you were wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So fairies are willing to come in as well. There you go. How about that? That's beautiful. Yeah. I think Kelly is here, Kelly Healer. I don't remember if I said hello to her, so I just wanted to say hello. And yeah, Annie. I got Annie, I got Marby and Sandra and Anita, and then we're pretty much done because we're pretty much at the top of the hour, but we'll finish you up today if that's all right with you, Linda. Is that okay? Yeah. Try to keep it around an hour.
No life, no friends, nothing to do.
You have a lot of friends.
Oh. It's so exciting. All right, Annie, I have a path for you. The path is do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
Oh, wow. I love that. Wow.
Yeah. Leave a trail. Yep. Uh-huh. And then I have perspective. The perspective is the only thing you sometimes have control over is perspective. You don't have control over your situation, but you have a choice about how you view it.
That's very true.
Perspective. Yeah. So hard to read this. My iPad didn't come up today when I was trying to sign on. So I'm on my phone here, and over there is my iPad. So if I keep looking away, it's because I'm trying to read some of the chat and see the picture.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people having electronic issues with the Mercury retrograde. So, even Marina is having problems. She has to have a virus taken out of hers. So we're all fine. Everybody's enjoying it. So you are cool. All right. So let's see. We have Annie, to the Greenwood, seek comfort and acceptance and be kind to yourself. We all could use this message. And so, comfort can come from lots of different things. Hugging someone, hugging a teddy bear, having some macaroni and cheese or some ice cream, whatever it is that brings you comfort is what. And I'm sure there's a whole list of comfort foods that I am excluding. But we have roots, healthy patterns, and early growth coming for you. So the spring is sprung and it's saying, wait till you go outside and see the beauty. Honestly, I've been seeing so many things. I saw a daffodil today. I was so excited. And finally, it says, Bluebell, rarity and appreciation. They want you to appreciate yourself and surround yourself with beauty. Look at her. She's just gorgeous. And she's got her summer hat on. And so you make your plans for the summer and enjoy it. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Annie. Your washing machine has been walking all over the garage, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, your washing machine's still going crazy.
Oh, I've had that happen. It like goes like this. Oh my God. Thank you for sharing. I know it's not funny if you have it to deal with it, but it's kind of funny to think about. So
I know, right?
yes. All right. We have Marby next. Marby.
Well, through my shuffle, this came back up again. Perhaps the butterfly is proof that you can go through a great deal of darkness and still become something beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. We are all butterflies, if you think about it. We have to start, we have to start our spiritual journey as a caterpillar crawling around, in the root chakra, living in the world and all that. And finally, we get liberation. And we could get Liberace as well. I don't know.
Met him.
Did you? You met
him?
He
let everybody in the audience, he let them feel his ring. And it was amazing, that diamond piano ring that he had. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
I bet it was, but heavy. I would think it would be hard to play the piano with that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah. Did he have on his long cape thing and when he came out? Yeah.
Yes, the white with the beads all over it and everything. He was quite entertaining. It was a fun show.
That's awesome. Which reminds me, I read something last night to all of us boomers. You will understand. Jay North died yesterday. He was Dennis the Menace. Yeah. Sorry to say. All right. We got the storyteller, Marby. Ooh. Stories are medicine, strengthening, and renewing. And I agree. It's, we can tell our story. And when we tell our story, we get people who've had the same sort of story, but we've also can learn the lessons of their lifetime as well. So that's beautiful. And then we get the mortar and the pestle. Integration, subtlety, and thoroughness. When you are working with herbs and you want to crush them to put in food, you use the mortar and the pestle. It breaks down what needs to be broken down so that it's digestible.
Okay.
So there you go. And finally, I get moderation. Is there something you shouldn't be eating? Oh, you're getting that one too. Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. That's right. A little piece of tiramisu could never hurt. Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Okay, good. Allie said it, so it has to be right.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, Sandra. Sandra, you want a reading for yourself and for your daughter afterwards? I just want to be clear. I know I'd love to talk to him too. Well, you can. You can go to his Akashic Records. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, you got a storm alert. Uh-oh. Christine, where are you? I don't even know where she is. What state is she in? Christine Fryer.
North Carolina.
Oh, she's in North Carolina. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Cutting out sodas help? Yeah.
Sandra, so for you, I have ice.
Not the people that are running around.
No, this is like an ice cube. It says like water, feelings may flow or freeze.
Oh, all right.
And then I have the candle. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle is not shortened. Happiness never decreases by
Wow.
being shared.
Oh, that's a beautiful message.
I love that.
Yes, absolutely.
And then
Tea
you
Garden Chicken says sometimes you need moderation on moderation. Yeah, I love that
that's
message,
my
Linda.
problem.
Yeah, yep.
Now, are we reading on? You're going to read Sandra, and then we're going to read
Yes.
her daughter. Okay.
No, she said just for her. So then we'll go to
Okay.
Anita. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you, though.
Mhm.
The Northwoods Fae comes in. Take time for hibernation and healing. Don't ever feel bad that you need to rest. Yeah, never. Take a nap. I mean, that's what we need sometimes.
I do.
Just like people say that they like being alone, but they don't like being lonely. Well, there's a difference. And taking a rest and taking care of yourself is important always. Then you get lavender. Oh my God, smell some lavender and you'll take a nap. There you go. Tranquility, kindness, and self-care. So they're reminding you over and over again to take care of yourself, Sandra. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful message. And you got the hope card. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimist expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So, yes. Whenever I hear the word hope, I think of Barack Obama. He's the person that created that. Jen Bowles, you moderately agree that moderation is a good idea to moderate? That's good. I have to tell you this, Linda, because Carolyn said she met Liberace too. He played Moonlight Sonata for her, and he stopped eating dinner to come out to me.
Oh, how lovely. That is, he was very, very nice. I mean, he put on a show in the round, and it was very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you said you do want us to do your daughter. Okay.
Sure.
One card. All right. I'll just pull one card for her then. That's fine. I'll pull one of those message ones. Hello, Gina. We are almost done and it's absolutely pouring on my roof. Oh my goodness.
Is it really?
Here's for your daughter, Deborah. Wish wisely. It says, use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So don't wish for something you don't want. Wish for something you do want and keep your mantra going. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. How about that? That's a mantra.
One.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that one. So I have for your daughter heartstrings, mind game, taking advantage, playing with feelings, and stringing along.
Wow. There you go. That's beautiful. So, yeah. Somebody tugging on her heartstrings, perhaps, or maybe what she wants, what she wishes is pulling on her heartstrings, and she can work on that. Yeah. All right. And finally, today we have Anita K. Thank you so much, Anita K. We poured till 12:30 for you. Okay. Thanks, Paul. Thank you, dear. All right.
So, Anita K., what I have for you is spirit. To experience everyday spirituality, we need to remember that we are spiritual beings spending time in the human body.
Ooh, okay.
And I also have money. Money and success don't change people. They merely amplify what is already there. So I hope you're going to.
Oh, beautiful.
Hope you're going to get some money.
Thank you, Rossi. Rossi's putting up that Pam Drinnan and I are going to be doing a class on the 28th of April on Zoom. So if you're interested, just thank you for putting that up. Yeah, just send me an email.
Okay.
Choose your companions wisely. Look at, she's got sure enough of them, doesn't she? From soup to nuts. All right. The next part I get is a sickle. Focus on letting go and regrowing whatever it is that you need. So yes, you have to cut away some of the, just like you do have to pull up the weeds in the summer when you first start your garden, so the beauty can come up from there. And finally, it says fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's sad that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. There you go. And a lot of people catch these on orbs. They really do. There was one that Scott Scorpio son had that he was floating right beside. It was amazing.
The angel.
Yeah. The angel. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here, especially in supporting Linda Kennedy.
I really appreciate it.
Of course, she has her new channel up, Butterfly Readings with Linda, and the other folks in the chat as well with their, because we always promote everyone's channel on this channel, and we absolutely adore everybody. And thank you so much, Linda. You stay here. Don't go anywhere fast. I'll see you on the other side.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Yeah. Yes. Willow says, Wink says hi. All right. Thank you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.